It's game number one of our NFL and NABN doubleheader here in week number 8, and we are here in Cranston, Rhode Island for this matchup as the Rhode Island Riptide take on the Worcester Wildcats. I welcome you to game one of our NFL and NABN doubleheader, everybody. I'm Stephen Rhode, the Riptide and the Wildcats, both coming off week 7 byes, but only one of those teams had a scheduled bye week, and that was the Riptide. We're coming off a bye week after a 27-21 victory over the Middleborough Cobras back in week number 6. The Wildcats were supposed to play the Vermont Ravens last week out at Foley Stadium in Worcester, Massachusetts. Unfortunately, the Ravens are unable to play the game due to the amount of injuries they have on their team. So now the Wildcats Ravens, fresh off bye weeks last week, will look to bounce back and get a win here today in Cranston, Rhode Island. Game one of our NFL doubleheader in week number 8 is coming up right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to rock. We are ready to roll. The Rhode Island Riptide won the toss. They deferred to the second half. And back deep for the Worcester Wildcats is number 7, Xander Gibbons Perry, and number 9, George Smith, who returned the opening kickoff for the touchdown against the Riptide back on June 29th. We are underway from Cranston, Rhode Island, and this time it's Xander Gibbons Perry taking the opening kickoff. And he'll get down to about the 25, and that's where the Worcester Wildcats offense will come out for the first time today, led by the Tim, formerly known as Bushy. And folks, we have to make a correction once more here on the New England Broadcast Network. His last name is Carmody. We call him Tim Carmody for the last few games he's done for the Wildcats. He is Tim Carmody. Of course, for the last 2 years, we knew him as Tim Bushy. Once again, the Wildcats will start the ball at the 25-yard line. Second time these Riptide and Wildcats are meeting this season. They were back on June 29th, back in Worcester. Wildcats won the exciting game. Michael Supita Jr. with the game-stealing pick 6, about minute 15 left in that one. So let's see what we get here today. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Cranston, Rhode Island, about approximately 12 minutes outside of Providence, Rhode Island. And on this first down, we will have, there's Gibbons Perry in the backfield. On your screen, there is Xavier Vasquez, the hero of the 2023 season for the Rhode Island Riptide, as they defeated the New England Bombers in the Maritime Conference Championship game in West Roxbury, Massachusetts. First down, Carmody pumps, throws, passes, caught. And first grab there is Asante Easter, the back quarterback, and he's brought down by the birthday boy. That is Tony Pereira, number 0. We wish him a happy 22nd birthday. We also have to have another birthday shout-out, ladies and gentlemen. Jared Kaczynski turned 22 yesterday. So one after another. A couple 22-year-olds here today for the Riptide. And we'll zoom out just a little bit, get it as if we can. So again, that first pass caught by Asante Easter, the backup quarterback for the Wildcats. He's been playing receiver throughout the season. And once again, folks, Tim Carmody. In case you've seen the last couple broadcasts where we call him Tim Carmody, he let us know his last name is not Carmody. It's not Bush anymore either. About a game of 5 on that last play. Second out of 5 at the 30-yard line. And Easter, here he goes, coming in motion. And a pitch out here to Gibbons Perry. Cutting back inside, breaks off one tackle, and gets to about the 33-yard line. That's where he'll stop right there. So we mentioned in our preview, folks, the Riptide had a scheduled bye week off last week. We're not scheduled to play anybody. Meanwhile, the Wildcats, well, they were supposed to play somebody, but that team was able to show up due to injury, and that was the Vermont Ravens. And that counts as a 4 win for the Wildcats. We're now improved to 3-2 on the season. If you pay attention to the NAFL website, they are not 2-2. They are indeed 3-2. Had that confirmed with head coach Dennis Faulkner. And we have a flag here against the Riptide, so the Wildcats getting a few extra yards, and it should be enough for a first down. Marker reached third down. We'll show you where our camera lid. There is owner of the Rhode Island Riptide, Dale Culprit, holding the marker here today, part of the chain gang. Marker reached third down. They're going to flip it over. It's going to be a first down here for the Wildcats. As you see the ball moving right near midfield. It's officially placed at the 48-yard line. That's what the Wildcats will start a fresh set of downs here. And there are penalty here against the Riptide. Must have been a personal foul against somebody. I didn't see. Must have been after the play, but here we go. First down, Wildcats at their own 48. Gives Perry bit the backfield. Carmody, pressure, breaks away. Over the middle, pass is caught. There's the man, George Smith, from the football. George Smith with the catch. She lost the football, but it looks like the Wildcats did get back on top of it. Let's see. No official word yet. And Worcester maintains possession. George Smith, the former East Coast Cardinal, won 2 spring championships in the East Coast Football League with the team out of Taunton, Massachusetts. Now here with the Worcester Wildcats, his first action of summer football. He's had a great season thus far. We mentioned it right at the get-go. He returned the opening kickoff against these Riptide for a touchdown back on June 29th. And a game that they won that game, again, Michael Supita Jr. with the game-clinching interception, about a minute 15 remaining. That was part of a 3-game losing streak for the Riptide. They snapped that 3-game skid with a win over the Middleborough Cobras a couple weeks ago here in Cranston, 27-21. Another great game for the Riptide. A gain of 6 on that play. That catch by Smith. Second down. Carmody hands off to give it to Perry. Perry busts off tackler. Gets to about inside the 45, about the 44. Another short gain there for Zeddy Gibbs Perry, one of the top running backs in all of the NEFL. Of course, you've been paying attention to the league the last few years. You know what kind of running back you're going to get from Gibbons Perry. Trying to get it one. It's officially, so 3rd down and 3 here. Ball is at the Riptide 45-yard line. We got 11:40 left here in this first quarter. We welcome you to game 1 of our NEFL and NEBN doubleheader here today, ladies and gentlemen. Ball on Riptide on the Worcester Wildcats. I'm Stephen Earl. We're here at Cranston Stadium, Cranston, Rhode Island. Get about 12 minutes outside of Providence, give or take. A big 3rd down, the first one here today, coming up for the Wildcats. There's Tim O'Neill and a shot to Easter, bottom of your screen. And Carmody fakes, throws up top, and it's intercepted! Pass is intercepted by the birthday boy. There's Tony Pereira. And he gets the ball back, pretty much back to the original line of scrimmage. Happy birthday, Tony Pereira, gifting yourself an interception. And the Riptide offense coming out when we come back. You're watching the NEFL and ABN. So the Wildcats' first drive ends in an interception. Pass intercepted by Tony Pereira. Intended, it looked like for Tim O'Neill was actually the intended receiver, it looked like. Ball went over his head and into the arms of Tony Pereira. So the Riptide offense coming up for the first time. And a handed pitch out here to the former Masked Warrior, Robert Williams Jr. And there's 20 on 20 there. And he will be finally brought down inside the 45 to the 42-yard line. So a nice first play there by the former Masked Warrior, Robert Williams Jr. 2022 NEFL Maritime Conference Championship Warriors. They defeated the Vermont Ravens in that 2022 championship game 24-6 at Wayland High School in Massachusetts. Of course, Warriors, the lone team not playing here in 2024. Stephen Maycock deciding take the year off. We do hope the Warriors will return, though, in 2025. About 10:20 left here in the first quarter. We're scoreless. And Gonzalez fakes, steps up, chucking it down the sideline. The pass almost intercepted by Alan Britton. Wow, he had one hand on it. And he was trying to grab that into his chest. Unfortunately, he was unable to do so. But a nice effort there by Alan Britton. Almost coming away with that one. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 10:03 left here in the first quarter. The Wildcats on their first drive, throwing an interception. Riptide coming off that 27-21 victory over the Middleborough Cobras to snap a 3-game skid a couple weeks ago before their bye week. Looking to start a new win streak here today and knock off these Wildcats who currently sit at 3-2. Coming off a technical bye week, and it was supposed to be a bye week. And Gonzalez rolling out over the middle. Pass is caught. There's the tight end, Max Cogan. Cogan breaking away. Max Cogan inside down to the 5-yard line. And a big play there. That's going to be their top receiver here today for the Riptide as Joseph Coucher is not playing today due to a hamstring. So they're going to be depending a lot on their tight end, Max Cogan. And he makes the big catch there. It's 1st and goal. Ball at the 5. Almost broke another, just missed one more breakaway, and he was headed toward the end zone for the game's first score. But nonetheless, the Riptide will take it. It'll be 1st and goal officially at the 4-yard line. Under 9 minutes left here first quarter. Riptide looking to strike first. Robert Williams in the backfield. Gonzalez, delay handoff to Williams. Williams breaking away and still going. Still on his feet and finally brought down at about the 14. Maybe the 13-yard. That's a loss of about 9 or 10 yards, so not the ideal play there. Again, there's 20 on 20. About a loss of 9 on that one. Bring up 2nd goal from the 13-yard line. Trying to find a number 20 here on our roster, folks, and here we have one. But do know number 20 to come up with that tackle on Robert Williams, formerly the Masked Warriors. Three receivers top of your screen there on 2nd down and goal. Got Xavier Vasquez playing receiver bottom of your screen. Gonzalez. Over the middle, end zone, wide open, touchdown. And there's the top receiver from 2023. It's Tim Walker. And the Riptide are up 6-0. It was 7:53 left in the first. When we talk about Max Cogan will be the top target today, but there's the number one receiver from last season, Tim Walker. And Gonzalez hooking up for the first score of the game. And I mentioned Joseph Coucher's not here due to a hamstring injury. His brothers are not here either. Thomas and Noah are both out for today's game. And so, well, the Riptide don't have a kicker. So they're going to go for two at each and every time. And here comes that two-point conversion. Try to make it an 8-0 game early on here in the first. Got Sal DeSantis, the former Rhode Raven, in the backfield for this two-point conversion. Gonzalez. Pressure coming. Throws over the middle, and it is intercepted. Intended for Cogan. It's picked off by Alan Britton. He gets this one. So the two-point conversion is no good. It remains 6-0 game. But it's Gonzalez and Walker good up once more. Rhode Riptide leads 6-0 with the Worcester Wildcats. 7:53 left in the first. We'll be right back. You're watching the New England Football League on the New England Broadcast Network. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and the Rhode Riptide lead the Worcester Wildcats 6-0 here in the first 7:53 left first quarter. You're watching the New England Football League on the New England Broadcast Network. I'm Stephen Err. This one taken again by Gibbons Perry inside his own 5-yard line. Perry coming down the sideline to the 30-yard line, past the 30-yard line, about the 33. Nice return there by Xander Gibbons Perry. And the Worcester Wildcats coming out for their second offensive drive. Of course, the last one didn't turn out the way they'd hoped. The pass intended for Tim O'Neill was intercepted by Tony Pereira, the birthday boy. Once again, Jarek Kaczynski and Tony Pereira just one day apart. Kaczynski's birthday is Thursday, turned 22 yesterday, Friday, August 9th. Trying to remember our dates here, folks, because this is a pre-recorded broadcast. And today, August 10th, he is again, the birthday boy, number 0, Tony Pereira, also 22 years old. These guys got me feeling old out here. I remember I was talking in the pregame, and I said, Jerry looked like he had to be at least 27. He told me he was 22. I was like, wow, I'm very old, folks. I just turned 30 myself a couple weeks ago. So now I'm feeling like the old person out here. First down, Worcester. Ball placed to the place about the 32-yard line. Here comes George Smith in motion. Carmody. Plenty of time over the middle. There's Tim O'Neill with the catch into Riptide territory down to the 44. So redeemed himself there. He finds himself wide open. Tim O'Neill, the first catch of the day. Big play there for the Wildcats. Getting about 24 on that play. Be first down. And again, looking to bounce back after throwing interception on their first drive. Not a bad start there for the Wildcats on their second drive. 24 completion to Tim O'Neill. That hit the 7-minute mark here in the first quarter. 6-0. We're on Riptide lead the Worcester Wildcats. You're watching Game 1 of our NFL and NBN doubleheader here, folks. I'm Stephen Err. We are here at Cranston Stadium, Cranston, Rhode Island. Approximately 12 minutes outside of Providence, Rhode Island. Home of the beautiful and the third largest mall in the USA, Providence Place. Of course, number 2 would be the American Dream Mall, where we had Arena Bowl 33. Congratulations to the Billings Outlaws defeating the Albany Firebirds. And number 1 is the Mall of America in Bloomington, Minnesota. First down, Wildcats to the 44. Comes Easter in motion. Carmody hands off here. Number 35 taking the handoff. Busting away, breaking tackles. Still going inside the 25 down there. Another big play there for the Wildcat offense. Once again, folks, we don't have a name for number 35, but he does get the handoff, and it's a big first down for the Wildcats. 2 plays, 2 big gains. Looking to tie this game, potentially take the lead here. Once again, the Wildcats were supposed to play the Vermont Ravens last week at Foley Stadium in Worcester. Unfortunately, the winless Ravens were unable to field the team due to injuries. So they decided not to make the trip down to Worcester. 35 in the backfield here. It's another first down for the Wildcats. Ball officially at the Riptide 25, and again, here comes Easter in motion. And Carmody's going to take it himself. And he's going to be brought down. Looks like Kyle Barnes, number 50, was there to bring him down. It's a gain of just a couple there. Immediately taking the snap there and running with it was Tim Carmody. Now Barnes, after making that tackle, will come off the field. Remember, folks, this is a doubleheader we got coming for you, so stay tuned to our YouTube channel. So we'll have the game between the New England Bombers and the Middleborough Cobras coming up from Braintree immediately after you watch this game. It's going to be an exciting Saturday afternoon. Got the NFL preseason kicking off. We'll get to that in a little bit as well. Usually gain of 1 on that carry. Second down and 9. Carmody steps up, chucking it to the end zone. Pass is caught. What a catch. George Smith, touchdown Worcester. And the summer rookie, an impressive play there, keeping his feet in bounds. And the Wildcats have tied this game at 6. What a catch there by George Smith. Beating the defender and then tiptoeing on the side of the end zone. And you can see from here, folks, that was a good catch. Kept both feet in bounds. And it is indeed a touchdown. And now James Viana coming on to make this a 7-6 game in favor of Worcester. Giving their first lead of the game. We are at 4:43 left here in the first. A 24-yard touchdown pass from Tim Carmody to George Smith. And those two have been hooking up all season long, so nothing new there. Now again, James Viana off for the extra point. And the kick is, look, it might have been blocked, it might have been short, I'm not sure. Nonetheless, it's no good, and we are tied at 6. What a bounce back for the Wildcats on that last drive. Carmody finds his top man, and we are tied at 6 here in Cranston. We'll be right back. You're watching the New England Football League on the New England Broadcast Network. What an answer by the Worcester Wildcats. Tying the game at 6, a 24-yard touchdown from Tim Carmody to his top receiver, George Smith. Top to Riptide. Here's Robert Williams on the kickoff. We're going to zoom in now to give Williams, see where he is, and he gets tackled inside the 30, about the 33-yard line. And so the Riptide coming off a touchdown drive, come back out on offense. And keeping it in New England here, folks. I want to once again congratulate the Massachusetts Pirates of the Indoor Football League out of Lowell, Massachusetts. They'll be playing in the Indoor Football League National Championship game in Henderson, Nevada, at Lee's Family Forum on Saturday, August 17th. They'll take on the Arizona Rattlers. What is a rematch of the 2021 United, when it was called the United Bowl back in the day. We'll take on the Arizona Rattlers once again. The 2024 Indoor Football League National Championship game between the Arizona Rattlers and Massachusetts Pirates from the Lee's Family Forum in Henderson, Nevada, just outside of Vegas. Next Saturday, August 17th, 4 p.m. Eastern. Game can be watched on Stadium and the IFL's YouTube channel. And now, here come the Riptide. Ball is officially placed at about the 33-yard line. First down for the Riptide. Hand off here to Williams, and the Turf Monster might have got him. It also might have been Yanni Politis coming in there out of nowhere to make that tackle. By the way, not much there going for Robert Williams on that carry. So both teams have a pair of touchdowns. Both teams have missed extra points, and we are tied at 6 with 4:16 left here in the first quarter. And we've got once again, folks, I've been saying this all season long, we got very fortunate with this weather. Hurricane Debbie was on her way up the East Coast, hitting Florida big, hitting South Carolina big, even a little bit of North Carolina. But here in Massachusetts, in Rhode Island, we got just very lucky on Wednesday as Hurricane Debbie went a little bit to the right. I was going to say the west, but I'm not sure if that's right. Second down, hand fake. Gonzalez rolling out, chucking off his back foot, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for Vasquez. There were 3 Wildcats in the vicinity, including Roberto Roland Jr. and Michael Supiner Jr., who made the game-winning interception for the Wildcats in that June 20th victory over these Riptide in their first meeting in Worcester. So we're going to bring up third down and long here for the Riptide. In a 6-all game, 3:23 left first quarter. As I mentioned, folks, we got very lucky with this weather. It's about 88 degrees out here. A little breeze coming and going. But very fortunate that there's no rain in the forecast at all here the rest of the day. So thank you, Debbie, for going a little to the right and avoiding New England altogether. Sure, I speak for a lot of people when I say that as well. And we have a whistle. And back it up 1-yard line. So instead at the 37, they'll put the ball at the 36. Third down and 8. We're under 3 minutes here in the first. 6-6 all. Gonzalez pressure, steps up and getting away, chalking off his back foot again, and the pass is incomplete. Couldn't stand get a fire truck there. Hopefully we don't kick off the user for that one. Nice effort there by Vasquez, who could not come up with the catch. We couldn't see it anyway because we got a canopy in our way, but nonetheless, wait for the signal. We got an incomplete pass and a ring of 4th down. And it looks like the offense is staying out there for the Riptide. They're going to go for it here. 2:17 left in the first. We were tied at 6. So as you all know, folks, there are 7 teams in the New England Football League, which means about 3 games a week. One team having a bye week every week. We have this game today. We'll have Bombers and Cobras, and we have the Green Jackets and the Zaltz is actually going to punt a high punt here, not too far. And this one's going to take a bounce. Walker's going to touch it about the 40, maybe 39-yard line. That's where the Wildcats offense will come back out. They're going to take their first lead of the game when we come back. You're watching the NFL and NDBN. The Wildcats starting their second drive here officially, or the third drive, excuse me, officially at the 39-yard line. Was touched there by Tim Walker. 1:47 left first quarter. We're tied at 6. Both teams scoring touchdowns. Both teams missing extra points. Carmody in the shotgun. Xander gives Perry in the backfield. And Carmody throws a short pass called by Easter. That's his 3rd catch. Asante Easter, there he goes! Into Riptide territory down to the 42-yard line. Asante Easter really coming alive here at receiver here for the Wildcats. He's listed as the back quarterback. But while he's not under center, he is to the outside, and he's done a great job here this season thus far. He has a couple touchdowns under his belt as well. Have a couple catches here early on. And the ball is officially at the Riptide 42. About to hit the 1-minute mark here in the first quarter. So far, pretty entertaining back-and-forth game between the Rhode and Riptide and the Worcester Wildcats, kind of like what it was back on June 29th in the Week 3 matchup when these two teams met in Worcester. Of course, once again, the Wildcats came out on top in that one. First down, Worcester at the 42. And Carmody hands off to Givens Perry. Breaks off of Barnes, still going. Into the 40-yard line, still going. There goes Givens Perry inside the 35. What a run there by Xander. Givens Perry gets to about the 32-yard line. Like he might have supposed to get 2 on that play. He got 12. And ladies and gentlemen, that might be the last play of the first quarter here. Let's see if the Wildcats get one more playoff. If not, we'll head to the second, tied at 6. In the 20-second mark here, let's see. Wildcats looking like they're not in any rush to get to the other side of this, get to the second quarter. 9 seconds. Let's see if they get this one off here. It's down Worcester at the 22, excuse me. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter, folks. Wildcats looking to take their first lead of the game in a 6-6 game as we head to the second. We'll be right back. You're watching the New England Football League on the New England Broadcast Network. Start of the second quarter, everybody. The Worcester Wildcats and the Rhode Riptide tied at 6. Wildcats threatening here. Ball at the 22-yard line after an impressive 12-yard run by Xander Givens Perry. Carmody pitch out to Perry. Perry looks like he's about to throw for a second. Instead, he takes it inside, and he gets inside the 20, about the 19, 18-yard line. So we gained a couple there, bring up second down to about 6. So I don't know if I mentioned this already. There are 3 games every week with one team having a bye, with 7 teams being in the NFL here in 2024. Today's 3 games include this one between the Wildcats and the Riptide. Later tonight, we'll have the Bombers and the Middleborough Cobras out in Braintree. And the Glens Falls Green Jackets are hosting the winless Vermont Ravens. So the team with the bye week this week. Trying to think of who it is. Pardon me, folks. Oh, we'll have to get back to you on that, folks. Trying to think of who's the team, the 7th team that we're missing here.
Yeah, they Swiss. Yeah, but
the Storm. That's who it is. Southern Vermont Storm are off this week. Second down 5. Back to the game here. Carmody. Over the middle. Pass is caught. There's Smith again, breaking off a tackle. And finally brought down at the 5. Nope, still going. And now it finally brought down. It might be about the 6-yard line.
in the back of the end zone.
So it's going to make a first and goal here for the Wildcats. There is Xavier Vasquez missing that tackle. Our second man brought Smith down. We're going to zoom in here as best possible view we can here as we are deep in the red zone. Ball officially placed at the 5-yard line, so it'll be first and goal at the 5 for the Wildcats looking to take their first lead. Going to score on our second consecutive drive after throwing a pick on their first one. The receiver set here. Now here comes Easter in motion. First and goal from the 5-yard line. Carmody in the shotgun. And Carmody's going to hand it out to Gibbons Perry. And Perry is going to walk into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Wildcats take their first lead of the game here in the first minutes of the second quarter. We've seen a lot of walk-in touchdowns here this season from Zamford against Perry. It's very, very rare that we see him fall into the end zone on any given Sunday, or any given Saturday, pun intended. And so the Wildcats have a 12-6 lead. We have 12:52 left here in the first half. James Viana coming out for looking to make the first successful extra point here of the day. And Wildcats ran a couple of guys out there for the kick. Last one looked like it might have been blocked. Might have been just hit somebody. It might have been too short. Nothing else, it was no good. And here we go once again. Viana for an extra point. High snap, kick is blocked. This one is blocked. There's a flag down, but the kick is blocked. And it's picked up. Looks like Kaczynski's the one to pick it up. But hold everything, folks. We have a flag down here on the block kick. And it is indeed Jared Kaczynski, who celebrated her birthday on Friday. So happy belated. Turned 22 years old. Had a fumble recovery in that win over the Cobras a couple weeks ago. Let's check the marker. Flag was near about the 6-yard line. And it looks like it's going to be against the Wildcats. And everybody's getting ready for kickoff formation. We'll take a break. We'll do the same. We're right back. You're watching the New England Football League on the New England Broadcast Network. 12-6. The Worcester Wildcats have scored the last 12 points in this game. They now lead, and the ref falls down. Uh-oh. But the kick is still going. Returner is Angel Santiago. And he's brought down at the 30-yard line. Oh, referee trying to avoid the football as it bounced on the ground. Falling down. And Santiago, they would avoid the fallen referee. And once again, getting the ball to about the 30-yard line. So that's where the Riptide will come out. Officially, now ball is placed at the 32-yard line. Ref got up, looked like he's all right. And to quote the great Neil Everett, Sports Center anchor, looks like he watches a lot of Providence Bruins hockey.
Why? He's going to kick off, though.
So once again, folks, 12 consecutive points here by the Worcester Wildcats. First touchdown, a 24-yard pass from Tim Carmody to George Smith. The second one, about a 4-yard touchdown run from Xander Gibbons Perry. And the Wildcats have 12-6 lead with 12:42 left in the first half. We'll zoom out just a little bit to get the best boss of you, everybody here on the field. Riptide start their next drive here at the 32-yard line. Gonzalez fakes the pitch. Pressure. He's going to take off. We've seen this a lot over the last few seasons. Still going to the 40, inside the 40 to about the 41.5-yard line. And they're taking it is of Rhode on Riptide first down on the run there by the 2023 Maritime Conference MVP. Scored a couple rushing touchdowns, and not just the championship game, but also in the New England Football League All-Star game last year. Part of Team Addiction. Of course, they lost on the last play to Team Breast Cancer as Bombers running back Zachariah Buhalufa scored the game winner, effectively ending the 2023 NFL season. That game was held at Wayland High School in Wayland, Massachusetts. First down, no huddle here. Pitch out here to Williams, and Williams has some room. Just trying to spin away, gets to the 45, and brought down right there. Okay, there's a gain of a couple there. Been an entertaining game thus far, folks. Had an interception on the first drive by the Wildcats. Riptide turned that into a touchdown as Luis Gonzalez finding his top receiver from last year, Tim Walker. Wildcats scoring the last 12 points. Tim Carmody throwing a 24-yard touchdown to George Smith, and then Xander Gibbons Perry giving them the lead on a 4-yard touchdown. But we have not had yet, folks, a successful extra point. 0 for 3 thus far from both sides, so hopefully someone can get an extra point here before the end of the half. Still got 11:15 left in that first half. Second and 7, Gonzalez pumps, throws short pass, caught by Kogan. And the tight end Max Cook fumbled the football. Walker able to jump right back on top of it at about the 44-yard line. So a heads-up play there by Tim Walker, who has the Riptide lone touchdown of the game thus far. That'll be first down for Rhode Island. It was a first down nonetheless, but Kogan, that ball had the ball popped out. Recovered there by Walker. And I keep saying this has been an evenly matched game. And now each team has had a fumble that their offense has recovered. So it really is an evenly matched game here thus far. It's been entertaining. First game here. Again, this is our NFL and NAFN first doubleheader of the 2024 season. Should have been our second, but I digress. First down, 10:22 left first half. 12-6 Worcester. Gonzalez rolling out. And he's going to take off again. At the 35, still going, and finally pushed out, forcefully by Darius Givens. At about the 32-yard line. And that was a forceful shove there by Darius Givens. And Givens was not happy, by the way, about the forfeit game against the Vermont Ravens. He put in the NFL Players Forum something about 3 consecutive bye weeks. I don't believe the Wildcats actually had 3 consecutive bye weeks. But he was not happy about that forfeit game and told Stephen Maycock to stop bringing teams in that could continue to forfeit. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you do know, the Vermont Ravens have been around since 2008. Hand off here on second down is to Williams, who falls to the 30-yard line on a second down and 2. So he should have just enough for a Riptide first down. And they're going to say it's actually third down. As you see the mark there by the official. So third down, about a hair here. It's going to be real close. 9:11 left here in the first half. Worcester Wildcats lead the Riptide 12-6. You're watching the first game of our NFL and NBN doubleheader. 2024 season, New England Football League, week number 8. Bring you coverage later today of the Bombers and the Cobras. And stay tuned for the live stream link of the Green Jackets and the Ravens as Gonzalez on third down. First down to about the 26. So Gonzalez taking himself for the first down. 8:40 left now here in the first half. Riptide looking to score a touchdown to tie this game. Extra point. The first would be the first successful extra point of the day. Would give them their second lead of the day. Once again, folks, I'll just show you. We'll put our camera a little up. Look at that beautiful sky, folks. Again, Monday morning we were expecting heavy rains, some wind, not thunder lightning per se, like we saw during the Riptide Ravens game, where we had the game called in the fourth due to lightning and thunder. Hurricane Debbie wasn't bringing any of that. It was just going to bring a lot of rain. Well, again, we are very fortunate that Hurricane Debbie went to the right. First down, Gonzalez chucking it to the end zone. Has a man, it's intercepted! And pass is intercepted by Alan Britton. That's his second pick. He tried to give it to Shaquille Agbanyo, but Agbanyo is not going to be able to advance it. Britton was called down, and so now both sides have an interception, and we continue to have an evenly matched game here between the Riptide and the Wildcats. We'll bring more when we come back. 7:52 left in the half. Wildcats with the ball up 12-6. We'll be right back. You're watching the NFL on NBN. It's deja vu, folks. Last time the Wildcats were here at Cranston, Al Britton also had an interception off of Luis Gonzalez. Back in 2023, has one here. Gives the Wildcats off the ball back with a 12-6 lead with 7:52 left in the first half. And Carmody on first down fakes, throws short, pass caught. There's Easter again, his fourth catch. And Easter gets inside the 20 to the 21. The Wildcats a little more breathing room here on this next drive. Short pass out to Asante Easter. And it's a first down. And Wildcats looking like they're going no huddle here. And now it looks like they're actually, because you see Easter, actually that's Gibbons Perry coming off the field. Looking for a second there, they might be going no huddle, but it's just Gibbons Perry coming off for this next play. 7:22 and counting left here first half. Wildcats lead 12-6. Alan Britton with his second interception of the game. Of course, the first one came off a 2-point conversion attempt by the Riptide again. Kicker Noah Coucher is not here today. He and his brother Thomas are attending a wedding. So congratulations to whoever got married. Carmody pitched out here. Number 20, who again we don't have a name for, but he gets the handoff here. Coming down the sideline, still going, out of bounds, finally. Big run there, and we'll show him. There you go. He's still going down the sideline, but he was pushed out. Let's say they put the ball at the 40-yard line. So number 20 with the run here for the Worcester Wildcats. And it'll be first down for Worcester. Clock stops, clock running 6.5 left here in the first half. Wildcats looking to extend on their 12-6 lead. Good thing here for the Riptide is they do get the ball to start the second half. So even if they go down 18-6 here at halftime, or 19-6, They would have a chance to cut the deficit in half to start the third quarter. But for now, we have a first down for the Wildcats at the 40-yard line. And number 12, another guy, it's Curtis Gordon-Wilson by your screen. And Carmody rolling out here. And he's going to throw it away. Pass caught by Wilson. And now going to roll incomplete. Flag is down, however, so hold everything, folks. A lot going on here on this play. Riptide defense bought the pressure. Forced a short pass to Curtis Gordon-Wilson. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag down, so let's see who this one's going against. They let the play run. Might be a hold here against Worcester. And it is. It is indeed going to be a flag here. It's going to be a hold against Worcester. Hold. Worcester. And the penalty has been accepted by the Riptide, so it'll be 5 yards. Clock stop 5:52 left here first half. The Wildcats still lead at 12-6 over the Rhode Riptide. You're watching game one of our NFL and NBN doubleheader here in Cranston, Rhode Island. I'm Stephen Rhode. Thank you all for joining us here. We're about 12 minutes from Providence Amtrak Station. And once again, right next door to the third largest mall in the US of A, Providence Place. The clock now running 5.5 left first half. It's first down at 15 here after the penalty. First and 20, excuse me, it's a hold penalty. All back at about the 30-yard line. Carmody fakes, throws short, pass caught. Once again, there's Easter. Easter breaking away, gets to the 30. So he just maybe got back to the line of scrimmage if he was lucky. And so, folks, it bring up second down 20 as we reach the 5-minute mark here in the first half. And now, don't worry, folks, that's just Gibbons Perry tying his shoe. No injuries here. Of course, if we ever see Gibbons Perry go down with an injury, that would be a big blow for the Wildcat offense. Of course, the Wildcat offense is stacked with a bunch of players, including the newcomer George Smith, as we talked about all season long. Having himself a great first summer season, coming off 2 championships with the East Coast Cardinals out of Taunton, Massachusetts, and the East Coast Football League. And timeout, Worcester. First time out of the half. We'll take it with them, 4.5 left. We're right back. You're watching the NFL and NBN. Out of the timeout. Second down. Here for Worcester, up 12-6. 4.5 left in a half, and look like somebody jumps offside. No flags are thrown. Carmody over the middle. Pass is caught by O'Neal. Look like someone from the Riptide might have jumped offside, but they didn't throw a flag to let the play go, and the pass is caught by Tim O'Neal. That's his second catch of the day. Gets to exactly midfield, and it's another first down for the Wildcats, looking to extend on their lead here in the latter part of the second quarter. Extend on the lead toward the end of the half. Now the clock is actually stopped with 4:06 left. And now refs signaling to run the clock. And there it goes. We are now under 4 minutes left here in the first half. Worcester Wildcats lead the Rhode Riptide 12-6. Be sure to stay tuned for our halftime report. It'll be an interesting one. An interesting game thus far. Pitch out here to Gibbons Perry. Perry, once again, looks like he's about to throw. And now, wrapped up by the foot and brought down by a school of sharks. And there is number 1, Jason Garcia. Looked like he might have been the one that grabbed Gibbons Perry's foot. A loss of 5 on that one. Ball back at the 45-yard line. Worcester back in their own territory. So we talked about it during the Riptide games here this season. It's been the offense that hasn't done that well, and that's why the Riptide found themselves on a 3-game skid before defeating the Cobras a couple weeks ago. But today it's been their offense who's really stepped up here. It's been their defense who's done. I mean, they've done all right. I mean, they do have the interception, but outside of that, they get off some real big plays here to the Wildcats. So a loss of 5 there on the run by Gibbons Perry. We're now to 3 minutes left here in the first half. Well, Worcester still leads at 12-6. Looking to extend on their lead. Riptide get the ball to start the second half. Gibbons Perry in the backfield. Carmody in the shotgun. And Carmody throws, pass caught. There's Gordon Wilson again, and he is rocked. But he holds onto the football, hit there by Jared Kaczynski. He gets into Riptide territory to the 43, and it's a first down. And at halftime, we have an update here from the Olympics in Paris, the gold medal game between the USA and France. USA leads France 49-41 at halftime. Of course, a lot of NBA players playing on both sides. Of course, the rookie phenomenon from last year, Victor Wembanyama, playing with Team France in the Paris Olympics. And, of course, USA with a lot of all-stars on their side as well. Lead by 8 at halftime against France. Handoff here to Gibbs Perry on first down, and Perry bringing a bunch of defenders, but they're pushing him back. It's like a wall. But against Perry, as he always does, he's always trying to push through that wall. And ladies and gentlemen, that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. We'll be right back to wrap up the half, right here on the New England Broadcast Network. 1:52 left here in the half. The Wildcats looking to stand on their 12-6 lead over the Rhode and Riptide. You're watching the NFL and ADBN. And now, Asante Easter in at quarterback, and he's going to call a timeout. It's 4th down and 1 here, folks. I didn't realize it was 4th down. I thought that was a first down carry there by Perry. But it's actually a 3rd down carry by Perry. And Wildcats were looking to get the Riptide to jump off sides. Unsuccessful in doing so. And to avoid a false start or delay game here, Easter calls the timeout. Let's see if Worcester's offense stays out there or they can bring out a punt team. Clock still stopped, 1:52 left. It's still a 12-6 game. Worcester Wildcats lead the Rhode Riptide. Second time these two teams are meeting this season. They met on week number 3 back on June 29th. One of the more entertaining games of the year. Of course, we saw an entertaining game last week. Middleborough Cobras and the Southern Vermont Storm. As the Cobras knocked off the Storm, giving them their first loss of the season. 26-20 the final from Middleborough last week. And later today we'll have the Bombers taking on those Cobras. A lot of smack talk coming from those two teams earlier on in this season. Even before the season, those two teams were talking a lot of smack to one another. So let's see what happens when these two teams get together on the field. New England Bombers, Middleborough Cobras coming to you from Braintree, Massachusetts later today. Rebroadcast available on the New England Broadcast Network on YouTube, NEBN. Make sure to follow us on all social medias as well. NEBN on Facebook, NEBN14 on Twitter /X, whatever you want to call it. And _E_B_N_N_ on Instagram. And I am on TikTok. Stephen Erd III, STEPHENUR, 3 lowercase i's. Where we find all of your NFL and NEBN highlight reels. So 4th down and 1. The Wildcats offense staying out there. They're going to go for it. Asante Easter under center here. Our quarterback, and Easter's going to take the handoff. Wildcats get your head in the game. And I think he's going to have enough for a Wildcat first down. Let's see if they mark it. And now the finger going up. Not that finger, folks. It's a first down for the Wildcats with 1:40 left and counting. And Carmody back under center here. Easter, top of your screen. They're wide, laying out a receiver. Trying to find the correct terminology here, folks. Carmody pumps over the middle. Pass is caught. What a grab there. There is Nick Selig. First time we're calling his name on offense all season long. He makes the catch there. Nice catch over the head of Kaczynski. And they're going to say he went out of bounds. Clock is stopped. 1:17 left in the half. All placed at the 27-yard line. And so they are in field goal range here for their kicker, James Viana. But they're looking to get into the end zone here to end the half. Gain of 9 on that catch by Sella. Going to be 2nd down and 1. 1:17 left in the half. And handoff here to Gibbons Perry. Perry looks like he's going to have a first down and get to about the 25-yard line. On 2nd down and 1, Perry gets 2. Clock still in running, and now West clock stopped with 1:10 left. Wildcats going no huddle here, and I'm not sure why they stopped the clock. Must be going NCAA rules here, stopping the clock here at their first down. And now clock running. We're in the final minute here. Wildcats once again looking to get to the end zone at the end of the half. Carmody rolling out. Rose over the middle, pass is caught. And it looks like, and now I got to say incomplete. Pass is dropped, and looks like there's O'Neal. Looking for his 3rd or 4th catch of the game. He drops that one. Clock stopped, 48 seconds left. Give the Wildcats a little time to think about what they want to do for their next play. So once again, they're looking to get to the end zone, extending their lead, heading toward the end of the first half. 12-6 is your score. In a very evenly matched game, the interception earlier on by Alan Britton. Really the difference maker here. Wildcats started deep in their own territory. They're now looking to end this drive and the half on a very long touchdown drive. Second down and 10. Carmody. Over the middle. Pass is caught. O'Neal and they got to blow the whistle and call it incomplete. Nice hit there. Number 24 for the Riptide, bringing the hit there, knocking the ball loose. Bring up third down. 42 seconds left now here in the half. Once again, folks, later today we'll bring you the game between the New England Bombers and the Middleborough Cobras from Braintree, Massachusetts. And also stay tuned for the live stream of the game between the Glens Falls Green Jackets and the Vermont Ravens out in upstate New York. Third down and 10 here. 2 incompletions. Both passes intended for Tim O'Neal. And the Riptide call their first timeout, so we'll take it with them with 42 seconds left. We'll be right back. You're watching the NFL and NABN. Out of the timeout, 42 seconds left. The Worcester Wildcats looking to extend another 12-6 lead here at the end of the half over the Rhode Riptide. You're watching the New England Football League and the New England Broadcast Network. I'm Stephen Earl. We're here at Cranston Stadium, Cranston, Rhode Island. About 12 minutes outside of Providence, Rhode Island. It's third down and 10 here. 2 passes intended for O'Neal, both incomplete. Carmody. Pressure. Gets away. And he's going to take off. Gets inside the 20 to the 19. He rolls. And down. Uh-oh. Carmody is down. Grabbing at his knee. And he'll get up limping. And now, that was a scary moment there for the Worcester Wildcats as their starting quarterback went down for a moment. Well, it looks like he's ready to get back out there. We'll make the joke again, folks. He watches a lot of Worcester Railers hockey. Rolling on that turf after being pushed out of bounds. It looks like he's going to stay in there. Clock stop 34.8 seconds left here in the half. And again, a 6 there on the run by Carmody. It's going to be fourth down. And the Wildcats take another timeout. So we'll be right back. You're watching the NFL on NABN. And so the Wildcats on a 4th and 4 are going to bring in number 44. It's not James Viana coming off of this field goal attempt. Bringing on a couple more guys here once again for this field goal attempt. We're going to take a 15-6 lead, in which looks likely we'll head into the locker room. Of course, the Riptide do have 2 timeouts, but it'll depend on where they start their next drive here to end the half. Now Rhode Island calls the timeout. Ty Nice the kicker, so we'll be right back once again on the New England Broadcast Network. So here we go with the field goal attempt. The kick is good. Nice kick there, number 44, and he celebrates. Look at the celebration there. Of course, number 44 we know was Nicholas Selig. It's not Nicholas Selig anymore. He's number 6. So we'll have number 44 listed on our roster, but he makes that field goal. And with 28 seconds left, the Wildcats have extended their lead to 15-6. We'll be right back. You're watching the New England Football League and the New England Broadcast Network. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do make a mistake here. We do have a number 44 listed for Worcester. It's linebacker Leroy Lawson. And that kickoff by Lawson is going to roll in the end zone for a touchback. With 25 seconds left. Riptide down by 9 now. See if they, with 2 timeouts in 25 seconds, they'll start at about the 25-yard line, maybe the 20. We'll see where they put the football. With 2 timeouts, let's see if Gonzalez makes some deep passes here. We'll zoom in now, so we try to get the best possible view we can, as we always do here on the New England Broadcast Network. I'm Stephen Hurd. Thank you all for joining us here. Game 1, our NFL and NABN doubleheader here in week number 8. And tonight we'll be out in Braintree, Massachusetts, as the New England Bombers take on the Middleborough Cobras, which should be a very interesting matchup, just like this one.
Okay, so Darius is out there, Smitty's not. Where's Smitty, though?
And the ball is going to be placed at the 25. With 25 seconds left, down by 9. Which Wildcats lead the Rhode Riptide 15-6 after that nice field goal there. Once again, Leroy Lawson kicking that field goal. And Gonzalez can take a knee. We're going to head to the half, folks. Riptide get the ball to start the second half. Worcester Wildcats have the lead, though, 15-6. We'll be right back for our halftime show. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the New England Football League right here on the New England Broadcast Network. We welcome you back inside our broadcast with everybody. I'm Stephen Rhode. The Worcester Wildcats lead the Rhode Island Riptide 15-6 at a halftime. A first half that was very evenly matched. Both quarterbacks had a touchdown pass. Both defense had an interception. Both offenses also had a fumble in which their offense recovered the football. But really the big difference in the game so far has been Al Britton, who has 2 interceptions, one coming off a 2-point conversion, and one deep in Rhode Island territory. And that's where the Worcester Wildcats lead by 9 after kick a field goal to end the first half. Let's hope there's an evenly matched second half, which is coming up right now. Start of the second half, everybody. Worcester Wildcats lead the Rhode Island Riptide 15-6, and this ball picked up by Angel Santiago. Get to the 30, cutting away at the 40, still going, and finally wrapped up by Darius Givens. That nap forward, he gets to midfield. About the 48-yard line. Nice return there by Angel Santiago. He has a few of those, a.k.a. nice kick returns throughout the course of this season. And so the Riptide down by 9 here in the start of the second half. They're going to cut this lead. So welcome back in the broadcast, everybody. I'm Stephen Rhode. You're watching the first of 2 games here today, an AFL and NBN doubleheader. First game here from Cranston, Rhode Island, about right outside of Providence, Rhode Island. Cranston Stadium, beautiful day for football. Again, thank Hurricane Debbie for going a little bit to the east. That's what I was looking for, the east. So he went a little bit to the right, avoiding all the rain. Now first down here, off here to Williams. Robert Williams still going, breaking away. There goes Williams, spinning away. Needs a block. He gets it, and Robert Williams is going all the way for the touchdown. On the first play from scrimmage here in the second half. Robert Williams making it a 15-12 game. Great blocking there by the O-lineman, and Robert Williams able to get into the end zone. That was a 52-yard run there by the 2022 NEFL champion. And once again, folks, the Riptide are without their kicker, Noah Coucher, here today, so they will go for 2 here and make it a 15-14 game. They were able to hold Worcester to a field goal at the end of the half, and that was big for them because now on the first play from scrimmage here in the second half, Robert Williams, a 52-yard touchdown. Sal Santos in the backfield here on this 2-point conversion. Gonzalez fakes. Pumps, throws. Wide open is Kogan, but is he going to get in? Yes, he is. For Max Kogan, the 2-point conversion is good, and it is a 1-point game. Again, folks, you don't want to go anywhere. We're going to be right back, though. We'll be right back. 15-14, just like that. You're watching the New England Football League on the New England Broadcast Network. And just like that, it's 15-14. The Rhode Island Riptide trail the Worcester Wildcats. 30 seconds into the second half. Here's George Smith, who returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown against the Riptide, on June 29th. He gets out to the 36-yard line here. That's where Worcester started on their first drive here in the second half. Had to settle for a field goal to end the half, extended the lead to 9. And just moments ago, kickoff return, or 52-yard touchdown run by Robert Williams on the first play from scrimmage here in the second half. Make it a 15-14 game. 2-point conversion. Gonzalez fine. Max Logan is good.
Who's in base, Dennis, who's the defensive end?
I'm going to zoom out here just a little bit to get the best possible view we can. There we go, much better. Officially to 38-yard line for Tim Carmody, and the offense will come back out for the Worcester Wildcats first time this second half. Up by just 1 now. In a very entertaining game, hoping to see more of the same the rest of the way. First down, Worcester. Hand off here to Gibbons Perry. Has a big hole to the outside. Come back inside. There he goes. Sander Givens Perry all the way on one play. Touchdown Worcester. Unbelievable. And once again, folks, evenly matched all the way. Even to start the second half, both teams scoring on just one play. What a sequence of events. Wildcats extend their lead once again. Now lead 21-14. Oh my goodness. And the Wildcats are going to go for two here to make it a 9-point game once again. Akeva Viana and Leroy Lawson on the sideline. Their offense staying out there to go for two here, make it a 9-point game. Back to where they originally were to start the second half.
Who's playing defensive end?
21 points in that first half by both teams combined. 14 points combined by these two. Well, right now, almost 14 points combined in the first 50 seconds as Carmody throws to the end zone. It is incomplete, a lot of contact, but no flags. And so the 2-point conversion is no good. It remains a 21-14 game. Worcester Wildcats lead the Rhode on Riptide. Both teams scoring on just one play. And we have 14 points here in the first 50 seconds of the first half. So we'll have more of the same when we come back. You're watching the New England Football League and the New England Broadcast Network. And once again, folks, it evenly matched game. Even into the second half, both teams now scoring on one-play drives. Worcester Wildcats lead 21-14. Here comes Santiago down the sideline, wrapped up at the 42-yard line. Another update from Paris. Team USA leads France. Let's get the score here. Had to pop up on my phone. 72-66 entering the fourth. We will update you if USA comes away with the gold medal. Currently leading 72-66 over France. USA basketball gold medal game. By the way, let's congratulate the U.S. women's national team in soccer. They defeated Brazil 1-0 to win the gold medal in women's soccer earlier today out in Paris. USA currently leads in all medals, including gold. And they have a big lead over second place China. So another dominant performance from our very own here from the US of A out in Paris, France. We'll see them here in 2028 as the Olympics come to Los Angeles. Or if you're talking about softball or some other sports, Oklahoma City. Well, we won't talk about that here. Another story for another time, folks. First down, Riptide. Pitch out here to Robert Williams, who scored on the last play for the Riptide. Cut to the outside and tackle in the midfield. A nice play there. Look at number 10 coming in to tackle here for the Wildcats. See if we have a name for number 10 for the Worcester Wildcats. And it looks like we do. A lot of mix-ups here when it comes to the roster. Oh, yes, we do. Steven Solano. Excuse me, folks. You do have a name. I got to keep a better eye out on what I've listed here and who's out there. Once again, congratulations to the U.S. Women's National Team winning gold medal over Brazil, 1-0 in the gold medal game in women's soccer. U.S. men looking to finish off France in the gold medal game. They lead 72-66 entering the fourth quarter. Of course, led by LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and Jason Tatum, who is, he's not really playing that much in the Olympics. And faking the pitch out here is Gonzalez, rolling out to his right, throws, passes, caught. Breaking away is Kogan. And Kogan, he gets to the 41 of the Wildcats. Trying to make the tackle there was Roberto Roland Jr. Was unable to get to him. And Kogan finds some extra yards into Wildcat territory. 21-14 still your score. So Wildcats lead the Rhode on the Riptide. 12:41 left here in the third quarter. You're watching Game 1 of our NEFL and NBN doubleheader. We're here at Cranston Stadium, Cranston, Rhode Island, just outside of Providence, Rhode Island. Beautiful day, about 88 degrees at the time of recording of this broadcast. First down at the 41. Gonzalez pumps, chucking it down the field. Has Walker, passes knocked away. Nice effort there is Michael Supiner Jr., who had the game-sealing interception against the Riptide back on June 29th. Got a hand in there. Pass intended for Walker.
Yeah, we could.
Ring up second down and 10.
Put Ant in. Put Ant in.
Clock continuing to run here. About 11 and a half left in the third after the incompletion to Walker. Second down and 10 at the 41. Gonzalez over the middle again, and again another nice play there by the Wildcat defense. This one covered by Steven Solano. Number 18, who we don't have an A for.
No, he is not.
Well, once again, the top receiver for the Riptide this season has been Joseph Coucher. He is not here today, dealing with a hamstring injury. He'll look to depend on a lot of other guys here for the Riptide, including tight end Max Logan, who's also quite the game. Tim Walker has the lone receiving touchdown from Gonzalez thus far. And it'll be third down and 10 here for the Riptide at the 41. Gonzalez going up top, passes dropped. Intended for Walker, coverage there by Roland Jr. again. And it'll be fourth down, 3 straight completions there by the Riptide. Let's see what their offense decide to do here. Down by 7, still have 10 and a half left in the third quarter, so plenty of football left to be played. Let's look at their offense is going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and 10. Be a big fourth down here. I know we have a lot of football left to be played. But you don't want to go down 2 scores once again if you are the Riptide. Fourth down and 10 here from 41-yard line. Oh, never mind. So they are going to punt. Gonzalez, his second punt was going to roll to the end zone for a touchback. Worcester's offense goes back out at 25 when we come back. 9:56 up to the third with a 21-14 lead. We'll be right back. You're watching the NFL and NDBN. 9:56 left third quarter. The Worcester Wildcats lead the Rhode Riptide 21-14. You're watching game 1 of our NFL and NDBN doubleheader here. I'm Stephen Hurd. Thank you all for joining us. First down, Worcester at the 25. Carmody fakes, throws up top, has George Smith inside the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Well, gain of 7 on first down for the Wildcats. Carmody with the immediate fake to give it to Perry. Running to his top receiver this season, George Smith. Now they're signaling first down. The ball might have actually been started at the 20-yard line. Now the ball was actually at the 34-yard line, so we're all over the place. Looked like Smith was stopped immediately at the 32. They replaced it at the 34. Nonetheless, it's first down for the Wildcats. 9-10 left third quarter. 21-14. Worcester leads it. Coming off a forfeit game last week, of course, against the Vermont Ravens. So we're supposed to host the Ravens out in Worcester. Unfortunately, due to injuries, the Ravens were unable to make the trip from Burlington, Vermont. Those two teams will meet in the season finale, September 14th at 5 Eastern from Norwich University, a private school out in Burlington, Vermont. First down, Worcester, ball at the 34. And Carmody hands off to Gibbons Perry, who already has a couple touchdowns here today. Gibbons Perry breaking off a tackle inside the 40, down to the 44. Well, a 10-yard gain there on first down. Let's see if they give him the first, and it looks like they are. Another first down here for the Worcester Wildcats, looking to extend on their 21-14 lead. 8:10 left here in the third quarter. Got a beautiful day here for football. Hurricane Debbie was in the forecast all week long, and about Wednesday they were telling us that Debbie was headed eastward toward the Atlantic Ocean. But now we have sunny skies, a little breeze. Beautiful day here for football at Cranston, Rhode Island. The first down here, ball officially at the 45-yard line for the Wildcats. Another handoff here to, there's number 20 taking the handoff. He has room. He's cutting away from tackles. Look at that speed by number 20 into Rhode Island territory to the 41-yard line. And that Worcester run game running all through this Rhode Island defense like a hot knife through butter. That's their third first down of the drive.
Allen and DJ at corner.
Well, officially at the 42-yard line. We reached the 7-minute mark here in the third quarter. Worcester Wildcats lead the Rhode on Riptide 21-14. Three receivers top of your screen.
Oh, he got help over the top, so.
No, actually, it's just two receivers top of your screen. Sante Easter, George Smith. Bottom of your screen is Tim O'Neill.
What?
And okay, Carmen, you might be changing the play of the line here. Carmody throws to the sideline. Pass caught by Smith. And George Smith had to be taken down by a couple of Riptide defenders. Tony Pereira getting in there. Got close to another first down. And a whistle here. And a fire truck here. Again, we hope we don't get kicked off of YouTube for that one, folks. Clock stop with 6:12 left here in the third quarter. Mark on the scoreboard reads second down and 10. We'll show you here on our Dale Culpert show. Holding the marker, reads first down. Now they'll flip it to second down. It looks like they're backing everybody up here. I didn't see a flag thrown, but they're going to put the ball back at the 49-yard line. Looks like it was a hold somewhere against Worcester.
We got Mike and I would go with Mike and Ann safeties. Corners.
Now first down at 14, so looks like it was a hold there against the Wildcats somewhere. I didn't see a flag be thrown or anything, but we'll go with it.
That's it. Ray and Allen at the corner.
Under 6 minutes left now here, third quarter. Worcester Wildcats still lead the Rhode on Riptide 21-14. Looking to stand on their lead. Looking to complete the season sweep of the Rhode on Riptide. They defeated the June 29 down in Worcester.
Ooh.
Selig in motion and a handoff here, number 20. And look at that speed there, number 20 inside the 40, still going. And still going, ill on his feet inside the 30. Out about the 28-yard line. And once again, this Worcester run game, we got to zoom in here. Worcester run game doing a great job here today against this Raleigh defense. Couple more fire trucks here. Hopefully we don't get kicked off the YouTube for those. Officially placed at the 27. 5 minutes left, 21-14 still to score. It's down for the Wildcats at the Riptide 27-yard line. 4.5 left in the third. Here comes Easter in motion. Here's Perry again in the backfield. And they're going to hand off to Gibbs Perry, trying to cut to the outside, and he is met immediately. Once again, grabbed by the foot, trying to get away. Not going to be able to. And for the first time this season, I believe, we're calling Anthony Durante's name.
If he's going to run that play, you can't.
Durante had led the league in interceptions last season. Hadn't done much this season thus far, but he gets the tackle there and gives Perry. Loss of 2. They go second down at 12. Once again, folks, stay tuned for our second game of our doubleheaders. We'll be in Braintree, Massachusetts, as the New England Bombers take on the Middleborough Cobras. And be sure to stay tuned for the live stream of the game between the Glens Falls Green Jackets and the Vermont Ravens. We talked about it last week. What a story for the Green Jackets so far this year. They've started 0-3 and have won their last 3 games, looking to get to over 500 for the first time this year.
We can't get right here.
Of course, they've lost their top receiver, John Whitemoss-Tazinski, for the season due to a, quote, shattered ankle, which he has called career-ending, and we've mentioned this before, and he's hurt us. We hope that is not career-ending. We hope the comeback is bigger than the setback. Second and 12 here to the run by Perry. Carmody throws, short pass caught by Easter, and he is immediately brought down by Jarek Kaczynski. It would be third down and long here for the Wildcat offense. And we saw Leo Lawson again at the end of that half, folks. He kicked a pretty impressive field goal. They're in about that same range for Ralston and Lawson here again. If they do not convert this third down here, it'll be third down and 10. We're into 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Have to wait and see what happens here on this next play. Great receivers, top of your screen. There's Easter. Nick Selig lined up as a receiver as well. And, of course, George Smith. Bottom of your screen is Tim O'Neill. And we're going to zoom out. Third down. Carmody pumps, throws to the sideline, and it passes out of reach. Intended for Easter. Riptide defense does the job. Now the question is, will the Wildcats bring out Lawson for another field goal attempt? Or will their offense stay out there and try and go for it? Up by 7. And Smith's coming off the field for the Wildcats. And here comes Lawson. So it looks like the field goal unit will be bought out. We'll zoom out for this field goal attempt here by Lawson. We're at the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. Wildcats lead 21-14. Looking to stand another lead here right now. Ball we kicked. Gonna be a long field goal. Ball is at about the 33-yard line. This is about a 50-yard field goal, folks. We're gonna take all of Lawson's leg. Try saying that 3 times fast. From 50. The kick is short. It's going to be returned. Here's Williams, and Robert Williams tripped up by himself at the 10-yard line. So 50-yard field goal is just short. Robin Williams figures out to the 10-yard line. The Riptide have a chance to tie this game at 21 when we come back. You're watching the NFL and NDBN. Correction again, folks. It was not Robert Williams who returned the missed field goal. It was number 00, Ole, and I'm not going to try to butcher his last name. It was number 00 on the kick return. That's the missed field goal by Lawson. First down, Riptide at the 10. Head off here to here's Robert Williams. Going down the sideline, getting away from a couple of setters, spinning away from Britton, getting near the 25-yard line. As we are about to hit the 1-minute mark here in the third quarter. And again, folks, it's been an evenly matched game all throughout. So I won't be surprised if we have an evenly matched fourth quarter and a very exciting finish coming up. Do not miss the rest of this action. We've now officially hit the 1-minute mark here in the third. Mr. Wildcats lead the Rhode Riptide 21-14. Both teams scoring on one-play drives to start this second half. Both runs by their all-star running backs at that. 52-yard run by Robert Williams, then another run there by Gibbons Parrott. And here's Williams again on first down. Tried to brush off some defenders and finally brought down about the 35. And there's Solano again. And we'll see if we get one more playoff here before the end of the third quarter, if we'll head to the fourth and final quarter at a one-score game. Been a very entertaining game so far. Just like it was on June 29th when these two teams met in Worcester. 15 seconds left to see if the Wildcats, if the Riptide get a playoff here before the end of the quarter. Final seconds here, let's see. Riptide get it off, Gonzalez. Chucking it down the field, has Walker, the pass incomplete. Contacted a flag, and there's the flag coming out.
Yo, DJ!
Cover there by Ravion Talley. Intended for Walker. And that's going to be interference. Let's see. The 15 should be a 15-yard penalty as they're run by NCAA rules here. Nonetheless, the Worcester Wildcats lead the Rhode Riptide 21-14 at the end of the third quarter. We'll be right back for the fourth and final quarter. You're watching the New England Football League on the New England Broadcast Network. Start of the fourth and final quarter, everybody. Worcester Wildcats lead the Rhode Riptide 21-14. Here comes Gonzalez on 2nd and 1, and he gets inside the 40, about the 38, and it's going to be a Riptide first down. Once again, folks, it's been a very back and forth game through the first three quarters. Both offenses had a passing touchdown in that first half. Both defenses had an interception. Both offenses also had, I mentioned this in the halftime show, both offenses also had a fumble that their offense recovered for them. So both got big breaks as well. And here in the second half, both teams scored on the first play from scrimmage, respectively, for the second half. And then the big difference, the Allen Britton interception deep in Riptide territory, or deep in Wildcat territory in the first half. Hand off here to Williams on first down. And Williams gets to the 35. Now it looks like we have a Wildcat down, so we will step aside right here on the New England Broadcast Network. And that's Al Price, number 26, coming off the field under his own power. Back in a moment.
This is a mismatch.
13:30 left, fourth quarter. Still a 21-14 game between the Rhode Riptide and the Worcester Wildcats. Riptide had the ball at the 35. Gonzalez pumps. Now he's going to roll out. Looking for a man. Has one wide open. It's Santiago. Adrian Santiago inside the 20 to the 16. Had two guys wide open, Williams and Santiago. And Santiago's the one that comes away with the catch. And now the Riptide are in the red zone, looking to tie this game here in the fourth. 13 minutes left. So as I mentioned, folks, you're not going to want to miss the ending here from Chrysler, Rhode Island. And this is just game number 1 of our NEFL and AGBN doubleheader here today. We can only imagine what we're going to see when we go to Braintree for the game between the Bombers and the Cobras. Of course, Cobras coming off that huge 26-20 victory over the Southern Vermont Storm last week, handing the Storm their first loss since the 2022 NEFL North Atlantic Division Championship game. When they lost to the Western Mass Blitzen Bears. Gonzalez steps up over the middle. Pass is intercepted. It's picked off. There's Michael Supiner Jr., who had a pick the last time the Riptide met the Wildcats. He's brought down at the 35. That's the third interception of the game thrown by Gonzalez. And the Wildcats are in business, up 7 here in the fourth. Huge play, a second interception deep in enemy territory. So the Wildcat offense coming back out. But first, before we go to break, Team USA men's basketball has won the gold medal. They defeat France 98-87. Congratulations to the U.S. men's basketball team for winning gold medal in Paris. We'll be right back. You're watching the NEFL and NBN. So after the interception by Michael Supiner Jr., first down, Worcester ball is at the 35-yard line. They have 21-14 with 12-12 left in the fourth, and a handoff here to Gibbs Perry. Perry has a hole at the middle. Trying to bust off 0-0. Gets into Riptide territory down to the 48, and he'll sit down literally right there. Another big run there by Xander Gibbs Perry, who has 2 touchdowns here today. Gonzalez throwing his third interception of the game. Second one inside the red zone. Now the Riptide defense is going to make a stop here. Or if Worcester scores on this next drive, as time's ticking down, we're at 11.5 left in the game. Wildcats might continue that win streak here. And the chance at a win streak for the Riptide might be, pun intended, sailing away. First down, Worcester ball is at the Riptide 48. Carmody fakes, throws to the sideline. Pass is caught by Smith. And George Smith gets to the 40-yard line before he's brought down by a couple of Riptide defenders, including Jerry Kaczynski. Looked like Smith even signaled first down. But it actually should be just about a gain of 8 there. Second down 2 coming up. So we are off next week. Once again, I'm headed to Vegas for the 2024 IFL National Championship game between the Massachusetts Pirates and the Arizona Rattlers. But when we return, it's another doubleheader here on the New England Broadcast Network, August 24th. We'll be back right here at beautiful Cranston Stadium for one final time, as of right now, as the Riptide hosts the Southern Vermont Storm. Of course, those two teams met earlier this season. The Riptide fell 29-28 in an exciting game out in Bennington, Vermont, after they failed to convert a 2-point conversion to win the game. Second game of our doubleheader will be the New England Bombers taking on the Vermont Ravens. August 24th on the New England Broadcast Network. Second down and 2 here, 10:20 left. Carmody, hands off to Gibbs Perry. Perry first down, and just a little bit more to the 35. And another fire truck. And a sugar honey iced tea. We're getting a lot of curse words here, folks. We do apologize to YouTube. Hope to, please don't kick us off. Had very, very good luck there not getting kicked off YouTube for at least curse words over here. And we hope to keep that streak going. So we're under 10 minutes now here in this game. Worcester leads 21-14, and a big interception by Michael Supiner Jr. on the last Riptide drive. Ball now at the Riptide 35-yard line. Number 20 looks like he's in there. Again, we don't have a name for number 20, but we do have a couple of highlights there. He had a couple big runs here, showing off his speed here for the Wildcats. Gets to the name for number 20 here in just a moment. Probably after this next drive. Two receivers top of your screen. Smith and O'Neal, bottom of your screen is Santa Easter. And they fake the handoff, and Carmody, excuse me, takes the handoff for just a couple yards. Looks like he was trying to hand off to two guys there. It looked like it might have been a little bit of confusion there. Carmody just took off himself. Gained a couple yards. Under 9 minutes left here, 21-14. Worcester still leads. So I do not have any notes on NFL week number 9. I do know that the Storm will host the Bombers next week in Bennington, Vermont. That'll be a rematch of the 28-0 game we saw back in week number 2. Again, now Carmody over the middle. Pass is incomplete. Intended for Smith. A diving attempt there by the top receiver for the Wildcats. Bring up 3rd down and 10. This is going to be a big 3rd down here for both sides. Worcester looking to chew up this clock. Possibly get into the end zone. Extend this lead. Maybe put the game away. 8 minutes left. Riptide defense looking to make a stop here. Get their offense the ball back to tie this game potentially and potentially head into overtime. And folks, if we do head into overtime in this game, we will have to move forward in our coverage of the game between the Bombers and the Cobras. So we will meet them where they stand once we get to Braintree High School out in Braintree, Massachusetts, and we'll go from there. So if we aren't able to get you the start of the game, we do apologize, but we will get you most of the game nonetheless. For now, big 3rd down here as we reach the latter part of the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 10. Carmody, pressure. He doesn't see it. Chucking it on the field, and the pass is incomplete. Looked like it was intended for Easter, and you saw George Smith diving, trying to get that football. But even he is unable to bring it down. And so, big 4th down here. And sounds like the Wildcats offense is staying out here 4th down and 10. 7:05 left. So this is a huge play now. See Carmody coming off the field as well as number 20.
You should just run it. Keep the clock going.
And they are going to bring out, we'll show him here, there is Leroy Lawson, who missed a 50-yarder earlier on. Look at now the clock is running with 6:43 left and counting here in the 4th. And it looks like actually Lawson's going to punt here. So for the first time today, the Worcester Wildcats are going to punt. We're going to zoom up for that punt. Back team to return looks like number 14. Looks like Durante. So the Riptide defense able to make the stop, and now they'll have a chance here. About 6 minutes left. Tie this game and head into overtime. We'll see what happens over here. Again, don't go anywhere, folks. You don't want to miss this exciting ending. The punt by Lawson, a high kick. And this one's going to head out of bounds at about the 11-yard line. And so, the Riptide offense coming out, looking to tie this game. They'll have to go 89 yards in the next 6 minutes. Tie the game. We'll be right back. You're watching the New England Football League and the New England Broadcast Network. So they're officially placing the ball at the 6-yard line, it looks like. So Riptide got a little more to go than we initially thought. 94 yards, 6 minutes left, all 3 timeouts. Down by 7. Here comes Santiago in motion, a handoff here to Williams. Cutting away, getting away from Alderman. And now finally about down. Looks like there's Alderman, gets him down about the 10-yard line. Now we're under 6 minutes left here, and now the Riptide have 90 yards to go with 3 timeouts to tie this game. Touch send it into overtime. Once again, folks, if this game goes into overtime, we will stick here throughout the entirety of the game. We may not catch the beginning of the game between the Bombers and Cobras. We will dive right into our coverage as soon as we get there, pretty much. So stay tuned. Gain of 4 there by Williams. 5.5 left. Pass out to Logan. Cut it to the outside, trying to get away from Britton, who has 2 interceptions. And Britton brings him down about the 12-yard line. So I'll bring up 3rd down here. Tough spot here for the Riptide offense. We'll have 3 turnovers in this game. So we've now reached the 5-minute mark here in the 4th. Ball officially at the 14-yard line. So should be a 3rd down and 2 here.
Oh, yeah. Slant to the left, yeah.
And again, if you're the Riptide here with 3 timeouts and you have a 4th down deep in your own territory, I think you got to punt it here and hope your defense can make a stop. You don't want to give the Wildcats the ball back deep in your own territory with the 7-point lead. Third down here, hand off to Williams. Williams has the first down to the 20, and so nothing to worry about there. They're down at 3, gets about 3, maybe 4 yards. And so Riptide offense staying out there, continuing the drive, and now it looks like we have a Will Wildcat down. I don't think so. It looks like he's just a little exhausted there. And that is Politis squatting down. Looks to be all right. Clock continued to run here. 4:16 left. Riptide have not used any of their timeouts just yet. They had the ball at the 20-yard line. 21-14, the Wildcats lead. So just like the game against the Cobras, we have an exciting finish coming up here on the New England Broadcast Network. Follow the football. On the snap there, Gonzalez picks it up. Miscommunication there between him and looked like Williams on the handoff. Gonzalez was able to get back on top of it. Loss of 3 and bring up 2nd and 13. Clock continued to run. 3:45 now left in this one. 7-point game. Showing a little animosity here if you are the Riptide, because you still have a long way to go here. Ball's at the 26-yard line, 74 yards. You have 3.5 minutes.
We got this kid 22.
Second down to 13.
Well, we got to figure out how to use him somewhere. I wouldn't put him outside. Look.
Gonzalez over the middle and incomplete at the feet of Santiago. So third down and 13 now with 3:11 left. And once again, Riptide find themselves in a bit of conundrum here. Worcester's defense looking to make a stop, however. Riptide still have 3 timeouts, so still in that situation where if you have a 4th down, you don't want to go for it, because if you fail, Worcester has the ball deep in Riptide territory with just a couple minutes left. They can run this ball, get a couple first downs, take knees, and the Wildcats will go home with the win. Well, let's see what happens here. Third down to 13 coming up here for the Riptide. Down about 21-14.
They're going to throw it backside of number 7.
Third down and 13.
Out you go.
Gonzalez step up, going to roll out, falling down, he goes. The turf monster gets to Gonzalez, and the sack there by the Worcester defense. And it's going to be 4th down in a minivan. Big decision here for Robert Crossman in this Riptide offense. What do you do here? Do you go for it? Ball is at. You're literally inside your own 5-yard line, but you have 2:45 left. You still have 3 timeouts and you also have the 2-minute warning. And it looks like Riptide offense is going to go for her on 4th down. So this could be. And now it looks like Gonzalez is actually in punt formation. But we'll see what they do here. It looks like Wildcats don't anyone deep. Nice punt there by Gonzalez. Nobody deep for the Wildcats. That ball is going to roll all the way to the 50-yard line with 2:08 left. We'll get one more play before the 2-minute warning, so we'll stick here with you folks. You are watching the first of 2 games here on the NFL on NEBN doubleheader. I'm Stephen Erb. We're here at Cranston Stadium, Cranston, Rhode Island. About 12 minutes right outside of Providence, Rhode Island. We're gonna get one more run here by the Wildcats, and then we'll have the 2-minute warning. So this is really crunch time here for the Riptide. Looking to avoid a 5th loss here on the season. Second and final time these 2 teams will meet this season. They already met on June 29th. Wildcats came out on top of that one. Much a part to their defense. Once again, Michael Supiter Jr. making a big play here today. A first down for the Wildcats, up by 7. Ball is at the 50. 2:08 left. Comes an Easter in motion. And a handoff here to Gibbons Perry. Trying to break away from Durante. Gets into Riptide territory about the 47. And that, ladies and gentlemen, actually, now we are at the 2-minute warning. For a second there, the clock stopped at 2:01, but now we are officially at the 2-minute warning. Worcester Wildcats. And they're saying to run the clock. And now the clock reads 20 minutes. Clock operator having a little issues, but we're going to stop for our 2-minute warning. We'll be right back to wrap this one up. You're watching the NFL and NABN. And since the clock has not stopped, they're continuing to run the clock. 150 left. So we're going to keep it here with you. Riptide have not used any of their timeouts yet. And Jason Garcia is even looking at the ref like, why is the clock running? Should have been a 2-minute warning. The clock never stopped running. Riptide not calling any of their 3 timeouts. I'm not sure why. Second down here. Handoff to Givens Perry. And Perry needs a first down to end it. And a flag comes out. So here we hold everything, folks. As Perry gets to about the 42-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 2. But let's check the marker. And it looks like he's going to be holding against the Wildcats. So that's going to stop the clock here, and that's going to be a big break for the Riptide defense. 1:20 left here. Wildcats lead 21-14. Looking to chew up the rest of this clock and head out with another victory. They would officially be at 4-2 on the season after the 4-4 win last week over the Vermont Ravens with the victory here. It will tie them with the Middleborough Cobras.
Yeah, I probably would go.
And I do remember for now, folks, Worcester will meet Middleborough, so that's going to be a huge game next week in Worcester. Timeout on the field, we're right back. You're watching the NFL and NABN. 2nd down and 15 here after the timeout on the field. Wildcats lead 20-14. Looking to chew this clock up and come out with a victory. Carmody, short pass to Smith. And Smith, there he goes. George Smith out of bounds about the 45. So bring up 3rd down here. Went out of bounds. Clock stop. 1:12 left. So we do have the full NFL week number 9 schedule. As I now remember, of course, we talked about it earlier. The Storm will host the Bombers. The Wildcats will host the Cobras. And the Riptide are headed to Glens Falls next week to take on the Glens Falls Green Jackets. A game that was originally scheduled for July 27th here in Cranston. Due to the Warriors opting out of the 2024 season, the game has been rescheduled and removed to August 17th out in Glens Falls, New York. So that means the Women's Ravens will have a bye week next week. And we'll be back for a doubleheader August 24th as the Riptide host the Storm. And that will be in Braintree once again as the Bombers host the Ravens. Another timeout here, 1:12 left. We'll be right back right here on New England Broadcast Network. Huge 3rd down now for the Wildcats. 3rd and 4, handoff to Givens Perry. And Perry is going to be stuffed. It's going to bring up 4th down here. And the Riptide take another timeout here with 1:04 left. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to come down to the very last drive here. Determine whether we go into overtime or if the Worcester defense steps up again. They have 3 turnovers here in this game thus far. It's going to be 4th and 5, a loss of 1 there on the carry by Givens Perry. Clock stop, 1:04 left to timeout by the Riptide. And the Wildcats are going to punt here. And we're going to zoom out here for this punt to be Leroy Lawson. Coming out for the punt. And back deep is number 00. That is again Ole. And we're not going to try to butcher his last name at all. Back deep for the Riptide. So, once again, not over yet, folks. 7-point game. We're about to hit the final minute. Punt almost blocked there by Pereira. High kick. This one's going to bounce. And what a kick there by Lawson. The ball is placed at the 3-yard line. Do the Riptide have a miracle in them? They have to go 97 yards in 52 seconds. We'll find out. We'll wrap it up when we come back. You're watching the New England Football League and the New England Broadcast Network. 53 seconds left. The Riptide start with the ball at their own 3-yard line. Looking to tie this game, send it to overtime.
He needs to slide over to help.
Gonzalez in back of his own end zone. Pressure. Chucking it down the field. And the pass is almost intercepted by Asante Easter. Just out of his reach. That would have ultimately put the game away for sure. Intended for Kogan, it looked like. Overthrew him as well. And the only guy in the vicinity of that ball was Asante Easter, who's had a few catches here for the Wildcats on offense. Now almost made a big play there on defense. Clock stopped, 46 seconds left. Wildcats lead 21-14. And again, the big play of the game thus far, Allen Britton interception in the first half as the Riptide were inside Wildcats red zone. They were able to convert that with a field goal at the end of the half, made it a 9-point game. And that was really the difference as of right now. 46 seconds left, 21-14. Second and 10. Riptide have the ball at their own 3-yard line, looking to tie this game. Gonzalez steps up, shucking it down the sideline. Pass is caught by Vasquez, and he's immediately wrapped up by Solano. And now the Riptide, after a gain of about 9 yards. Clock stopped, 36 seconds left, and the Riptide take their final timeout. Both the marker and the scoreboard reads second down, but it should be third down, and there you go. Now they're signaling actually a first down. Looks to be a gain of about maybe 9 on that play. But they're putting the ball, let's see, at the 15. Looks like Vasquez got to the 12-yard line, but they're saying he got to the 15. That's a 12-yard gain and a first down. 36 seconds left. We're going to zoom out just a little bit. Gonzalez rolling out to his left, steps up, chucking it down the field again, and the pass is intercepted. And there he is, Asante Easter ends this game for the Worcester Wildcats. The 4th interception thrown by Gonzalez today. And that is going to do it. With 27 seconds left, the Worcester Wildcats will take a knee and we'll head out of here. Looks like we will be able to bring you full coverage of the game between the New England Bombers and the Middleborough Cobras from Braintree. Wildcats ready to congratulate the Riptide on what has been a great game, but the coach is telling them stay on the sideline for just one more play. Let's see what we got here. Carmody takes a knee. And that's going to do it, folks. Final score, the Worcester Wildcats defeat the Rhode Island Riptide 21-14 for the New England Football League. The Worcester Wildcats for the Rhode Island Riptide, and of course the New England Broadcast Network. I'm Stephen Err. Thank you all for joining us here. Don't go anywhere. Another great matchup is going to start shortly, so make sure you stick around. For now, goodbye from Cranston, Rhode Island.